Biggest lie that your anxious attachment tells you is that you can't feel safe or feel okay until that person gives you validation or reaches out to you and makes you feel safe again. Your system is screaming, get their attention, get their validation, get them to text back, get them to say they like me, whatever it might be, so that I can feel okay again, right? And a lot of you are probably finding yourself spiraling in the in-between when you don't get the text back within the made-up number you had in your mind, when they don't ask you out by the made-up day that you thought that they should have, when their text message was a tone shift and you don't know each other enough yet, so you're reading into it and you're wondering what you did wrong. Your whole system is screaming, I need them to validate, be there, give me attention in order for me to feel okay. I want to be so clear about this. It is perfectly normal and human to want connection, to want closeness, to want to feel safe in a partnership. But things start veering into anxious attachment when we don't know how to emotionally regulate and feel safe and secure and grounded on our own without that connection. And why this matters to you is if you are constantly in a place of needing another person in order to feel okay, it puts you in a really vulnerable position most of the time in your life. Because people, even the healthiest, most secure people, are gonna have other things they need to do. They're gonna have things that come up, plans are going to change, they're gonna have jobs and friends and other passions. In fact, healthy, secure men will have other purposes and passions and friendships in life. And there might be moments where they can't text you back within that time period. So it's vital that you know how to become emotionally independent in those moments. And then you can lean into healthy connection again, but knowing how to stabilize yourself is a vital skill if you want to move into secure attachment. One of my past clients, I'll call her client A, came to me after a marriage where there was infidelity and emotional abuse. And when we go through something like that, what often happens is we have this set of coping mechanisms for how to survive in those unhealthy relationships. So not only do we need to clear the pain of the past and the wounds, the emotional wounding that we had from that relationship, but we also need to be clearing our coping mechanisms for how we dealt with it. And so for her, one of those coping mechanisms was reaching for him and wanting to have him stabilize her and have him come forward, even though most of the time he didn't do that, but her system was still trying to find that safety. So my job was helping her get to the root of that, the root of the family dysfunction that created the original wounding, right? Get to the root of the emotional wound. Clear it from her body with somatic-based healing, which are methods that I teach within my coaching. It kind of takes it a level beyond talking about things. We have to move trauma through the body. And then she learned how to become her own sense of safety. So after she left this marriage and started dating again, when those coping mechanisms of reaching out to someone she was getting to know and wanting him to be pursuing her in order to feel okay would pop back up, we would redirect that and teach her how to become her own sense of safety and stability so that she wasn't dependent on them to feel okay, but she learned how to self-soothe and help herself feel grounded and help herself feel secure. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't wanna sugarcoat it. This was a process that took a few months. We have to recalibrate to secure attachment, and it takes some time, but you can absolutely do this. You do not have to feel anxious and pulling on other people for the rest of your life. Over time, she became more and more grounded, stable, secure, confident, and then as she was dating, she attracted in more secure, healthy, stable, confident, masculine partners until she met her now partner, who she's been with for several months. They are in love, committed, very happy, and she knows how to ground herself and emotionally regulate when she feels any little wobbliness. She's become so secure in who she is so that she knows it's this partnership or something even better, which is the best, most empowered place she can be. If this is something that you struggle with and you really want to work on this and stop feeling like you're at the mercy of other people to feel emotionally stable, and you don't want to feel that emotional dependence anymore, follow me on Instagram. I have all kinds of free resources there and here as well. And if you want more formal support, message me, let me know what's going on, and let's talk about ways that we can get you some support to make changes.